Lee Kernaghan there with Gold, and I can tell you, we were just talking to Addie Burgess about when she's coming up to the Gympie Muster and you go, get your tickets, make sure you're there. Well, I know someone who's going to the Palmwoods Hotel and they're going to the BOR Hotel this weekend, because I'm talking to one of our fantastic listeners, Tony.
She's doing both gigs.
She's doing both gigs because she just loves the band that's going up
Stalker!
there. Yeah, we have a new stalker. And because we are talking about the Round Mountain Girls, and joining us tonight from the Round Mountain Girls is Chris Eaton. How you going, Chris?
I'm fantastic, thank you. I'm feeling very good. Very, very excited about coming north again, actually. I just hope you're going to sort the weather out for us, because it's not very nice here at the moment. So.
But it's hugging weather, so you'll be able to hug all the fans and the stalkers.
We enjoy a good hug.
Now, of course, the last time you were this area was the Urban Country Music Festival did the Blaze concert on the Sunday night, and apart from blowing up the bass amp, you had a great night.
We did. That threw us a little bit, actually, because that's never happened before. So I think it malfunctioned the first time, and then when they got a replacement one for us, it wasn't plugged in properly, I think.
But what did you think of the follow-up act, though? Like, I mean, how good was Morgan Evans following you guys? He probably thought, you guys can only blow up the bass amp. He blew up the whole lot, the lighting, everything.
Listen, the whole show was fantastic. The whole day. We were a bit jet-lagged, actually, because we just done a festival up in Mackay as well, so we flew in and virtually jumped off the plane, drove straight up there and jumped straight on the stage. So, but yeah, it was the first time I'd actually been to the Urban, and it was a fantastic setup. The whole thing was great. So, yeah, made a lot of new friends there as well. So hopefully a few of them might be there on Friday or Saturday.
I'm pretty sure you got a good following going up there this weekend.
We, of course, we had a lot of listeners give us feedback and said, because we big fans of the Round Mountain Girls, of course, here on 101.5 FM, and a few of them were ringing us back and saying, we saw them at the Urban Blaze, boy, are they great, they're fantastic. Okay. So hopefully, yes, it all transpires, and I know you've got a great following up around the Sunny Coast area anyway, haven't you?
Yeah, we have. It's, I mean, probably off the back of, we played Woodford a few years ago, we've done a few Brisbane shows, and it's actually just been a huge year for us. We played the Blues Fest this year as well, which was enormous. We opened the main stage on the Sunday, and the tent holds 11,000 people apparently, and it was it's just the most amazing experience. And to spend a couple of days rubbing shoulders with all those bodies was fantastic. So and then we went down to the Entrance Country Music Festival as well down the Central Coast. We've just done our first trip to Sydney. Actually, we played Sydney last weekend or the weekend before. I'm losing track of time now. We did a gig in Sydney and Newcastle down at Manly, and 2 sold-out shows. So things are really kicking off for us, and for a bunch of boys that just started out just to get together and have a bit of fun once every couple of weeks or once every 3 weeks. That was our original plan. It's I think we will have done about 17 shows by the end of July in 4 or 5 weeks. So it's all getting a bit silly. Need a break.
No, but the thing is, Chris, like as you mentioned, it was just a bunch of guys getting together, have a good time. When you guys hit the stage, it is still a bunch of guys having a good time, and that's what the audience are absolutely enjoying about your act.
I think that's probably the major part of our appeal is that the energy and the fun on the stage just rubs off to the people in the audience, and they just can't help but enjoy themselves like we're doing. So I think we just enjoy each other's company on stage, particularly, you know, and it is good. There's a great vibe on there, and I say hopefully that's what the audience picks up on. So.
Well, they do, because you know you see a lot of audiences out there, and they're dancing, having a good old time. The band's up there slogging away. Yep. You guys go, nah, we're joining in too. We're having the party.
That's exactly it. Yeah. You can join us if you want. And, but more often than not, they do join in the party as well. So,
we've got
it's been great.
A double-headed this weekend, because we've got the Palmwoods Hotel, which is a great sponsor of ours here at 101.5, on the Friday night, and then of course you're backing it up again on the Saturday night
on the Saturday,
at the BOR.
Yeah. So we played the BOR once before. Haven't been to the Palmwoods yet, but So I say hopefully we'll drag a few people out the wet, miserable night, and they can come down and have a big party with us. So we're looking forward to it. We've got a few new songs as well up our sleeve, and a few other tricks, and we're bringing a guy called Adam Biggs. He's our regular sound man this time. He's going to come up with us, and he does a fantastic job as well. So he helps us add to the whole show. So we're really looking forward to it. It should be good. And then we're back down here. We've got a local gig back at the lovely Brunswick Heads Hotel on Sunday afternoon, which is
it's full on a 3-day weekend.
Yeah, it is. And last weekend we did 5 shows last weekend. We did 3 on Friday.
Wow.
Don't ask me how that happened. And then we've got another 3 next week. We've got to run a 3-night run at a place called Twin Towns on the border, which is a huge club on the border.
Brilliant, yeah.
Yeah.
So
we've certainly been busy, and then we need to take a break. Then we're going to take a break and get stuck into some writing. Chris Brook and I write most of the songs. We've got bags of ideas. We just haven't had time to actually all get together in the same room to do some rehearsing and working on these ideas. So hopefully a new album out by Christmas is what we're aiming for, but we'll see how we go.
That's just cutting things tight with all these new gigs going up.
That's the problem, yeah.
Now, you did mention you've got a couple of new songs to your list there. And now, I remember when I first saw you guys live, I thought, these guys could do Little Lion Man from Mumford & Sons. How are we going with that one?
We've strayed away from it. Because,
come on!
Well, what's happened is they don't do any of ours, so we decided we're not going to do any of theirs.
Because our daughter she hates country music, I know, but she just loves the Round Mountain Girls because they do Green Day.
There you go. You see, we can just about to be honest with you, it has been people say do some AC/DC, and we have just tended to steer away with our covers. We've tried to take obscure covers and maybe even uncool covers and try and make them cool in a different way, but we do have fun with, I think, the cover songs that we do, and that's another part of our show. I think the audiences can identify straight away with some of the music we're playing, but maybe not in the way that they'd originally heard the song, and that sort of tunes them into our sound, and then we throw our own stuff at them as well, and it's But Mumford & Sons, I hear what you're saying. It was great music when they first started hitting the airwaves. It was fantastic.
You don't have to do all their songs, just Little Lion Man, just the one.
It is a good tune. It's a great tune. It's the banjo, you see. It's the banjo.
There you go, exactly.
Kind of tapping your feet.
One of our announcers here, when he was listening, he said that the thing that I think that is so important about listening to the Round Mountain Girls is they could go and do a blues concert in the morning, a country music concert in the afternoon, and then go to a bluegrass festival in the evening, and no one would know that they've been to a different show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we do sort of sneak in. We sneak in under the radar. We go and do folk festivals, and I say we got on the Blues Fest one this year. The country music fans have taken us to their hearts, and I say this club we're playing in a few weeks' time, Twin Towns. It's it's a big RSL, and yet the following week we'll be playing to 25-year-old backpackers at the Beach Hotel at Byron Bay, and the response is pretty much the same. To be honest, I've not played in a band like it. I was a rock musician originally, I played rock guitar, and I've not played in a band that's been able to play so many different venues and get away with it.
Well, Chris, you may sneak into these venues, but I can tell you what, you guys do not sneak out. Everyone knows who the Round Mountain Girls are when you leave.
Fantastic. That's the way we like it. That's the way I say we've just made such a lot of new friends this year, especially getting around the country now, and it's been such an eye-opener for us as well as the audiences we get ourselves in front of, I think. Because it's still, there's still pockets where people haven't heard of us. When we played in Manly the other week, the audience were a bit bemused when 5 blokes walked onto stage. They'd seen the poster, and
where are these girls?
We duped them again. That's right. So, but again, the response was fantastic. So, yeah.
Well, as well as some of the great originals, I know on our regular playlist here on 101.5, things like "Chop Me Down" and "One Step Closer" are regular airplays. But when you get out to these gigs, and Rabbit starts getting warmed up with "Never Went Down to Georgia," the place goes off, doesn't it?
Well, he's a really tidy player, we just sort of stumbled on him. I advertised from Brisbane to Byron to find a fiddle player, and because they're a little bit hard to come by good ones, and I ended up having to phone a local music shop because I got no replies to adverts, and I phoned up a local music shop and said, "Who's your teacher? Who teaches fiddle there?" And they put me onto this bloke, Rabbit Robinson. I phoned him up and told him what we were doing, and he said, "Oh, that sounds good. I'll come and have a go." So he's come down to the first rehearsal, and he's taken his fiddle out of his case, and he's played, and we've just sat there open-jawed going, "God, we found something here." And he lives about 3 kilometres away from where I am now, so it was just a real find, and he's such an engaging fiddle player, I think to watch, it's great to have him in there to interpret some of the stuff that we try and do, and he puts his own slant on it, and you can't help but watch him and and excited about it. I think it's great.
Well, we're certainly excited about it. I know we've got the football to call on Saturday night, but we'll be up there straight after that, about 9 o'clock. So just when things are getting all warmed up, we'll be all set there. And we know Tony's doing Palmwoods and BUR on Saturday night.
Both of them.
So they're looking forward to it. She's the number one fan and the number one stalker, so we're certainly looking forward to that.
She'll know all the mistakes by the second night. That's always the problem. You didn't sing those words right.
Yeah, you made up a few new ones.
Chris, it's been an absolute pleasure to catch up with you again as usual.
Thanks for having us on.
We look forward to catching up with you on our case on Saturday night, but for a lot of our listeners and Tony and her crew in particular, Saturday night, your first visit to Palmwoods, Friday night,
Palmwoods.
And then Saturday, your return visit to BUR, which people have been talking about. The manager up there, Steve, has shuffled his roster around to make sure that he's on this Saturday night.
He's a good boy.
To get there, so we're certainly looking forward to it, and great to catch up with him. We might go out with a bit of Rabbits at his best with The Devil Went Down to Georgia, hey?
Beautiful. Thanks for having us.